What is up, guys? Today we're going to talk about a skinny little crackhead. Now, before I start, I was looking in the comment section yesterday and someone said, "Oh, Creepy Craze made a video about you." So I thought, oh, okay. So I've gone over, had a look, and I couldn't see out. So, I've gone about my business, and today I had another look this morning, and on his channel there's like a little bar what says load more. So I clicked on that, and all the videos came up, and it was the first one there. So I watched it, and all he's done really is just used one of my videos. He didn't really say how bad, and he's really just giving me free advertising, and I kind of feel guilty now because I have made videos about him in the past. So yeah, I feel a bit guilty about that. He even said in the video, he said, "I used to watch this guy because he's a recovery channel, but I stopped watching him because he called me fat," which, I feel a bit of a cunt now. So I won't be making no more videos talking shit about Creepy Craig. I mean, that was the meta back then, people wanted people to make videos talking about it. So that's what I did. I was just trying to get subscribers. But my saying has always been, I'd rather have a scabby dog as a friend than an enemy. So I kind of feel a bit guilty about it. See, I don't mind doing dark side videos because I like having a bit of a laugh, and I don't really say out mean or nasty. I don't call people out or call them wrong uns unless there's actual factual evidence out there, and I just call them on what they've done in the past. So if someone wants to make a video about me, that's perfectly fine. I've made them about them, so no problem. But I don't want to be a drama channel. I don't want to be synonymous with Rackpull and JDP and Smoking Sheriff. You know what I mean? I feel like I've got more to offer than just calling people bacons online. So I'll not be making no more creepy videos, or unless he makes one about me. Onwards and upwards. Now, back in the 90s, I used to be a skinny little crackhead, because that's what heroin does. It takes away all your problems and just leaves you with one problem, which is getting money. So food, getting your hair cut, getting new clothes, all that sort of stuff, paying rent, you don't care about that. All you care about is getting money for drugs. So you're not eating properly, or I wasn't anyway. My diet was fruit corners every couple of days. That was it. I was dangerously thin. And if you want to know how thin I was, just Google Christian Bale, the machinist. I was that skinny. He was dangerously thin. Because when you're homeless, you ain't got a fridge, you ain't got cupboards for food. I used to live in an abandoned psych ward, and had all the old bed frames in there, all the old metal beds, all the windows had been smashed. It still had the padded rooms in there, and you think it'd be scary, but I don't ever remember being scared. I mean, there's people out there that do like ghost hunting videos where a gang of them will go into an old building with cameras and they'll run around like little girls squealing. And I used to live in an abandoned psych ward on my own. But I was never scared, because the thing what really is scary is being on the streets at 2 o'clock in the morning when it's freezing temperatures. That's what's really scary. Plus I was doing copious amounts of heroin. So the Slender Man could have been in the bed next and I wouldn't have cared. So yeah, I was really dangerously thin. And when you're that skinny and that vulnerable, people take advantage. I mean, I've been battered loads of times. You can tell with my nose. And when I was really skinny, my nose was massive. It was like Carl Froch. And I remember once I was phoning a drug dealer. This is why I hate drug dealers. I'd been on the phone waiting for about an hour, and he didn't come. And I'm ringing him saying, "When you come in?" He said, "I'm on my way." I'm like, fucking hell. And then a group of about 6 dudes came and trapped me in the phone box. I couldn't get out. And he says, "Wait, we want your money," one of them says. And one of them clamped the teeth on my nose, ready to bite my nose off. And he's saying, "Oh, we want your money." And this is the drug addict in me. I had like 80, 90 quid in my back pocket, but I thought, I'm not going to give him that. And you know what I mean? I'm here ready to get my nose bit off, and I'm thinking, I'm not giving them that because they need drugs. And I had a tenner in my front pocket, so I just pulled that out and said, "Yeah, that's all I've got." And then they just went away. Now, something like that could affect someone for the rest of their life, mentally. But for me, it was just Tuesday as a drug addict, because that's what that life is. It's horrible. It's miserable. But I was so skinny, it was like shocking. I remember the police were chasing me one day, and I was probably shoplifting, something like that. And I ran over to this river Don, and I jumped in the Don to swim away to get to the other side, to get away. But all they did was just drive over the bridge and just caught me on the other side. So I was soaking wet, covered in mud. And in the police cells, they won't give me out, because I was a cunt back then. So they says, no, we're not getting you now. You can stay as you are. And I got remanded, and I was freezing. I was covered in mud. And just imagine that, I was sat in reception. Everybody there, they're all coming back from court. They're all fit, healthy, loud. And I'm sat there, miserable, scruffy hair, scruffy, dirty clothes, drugs, rattling from drugs. I was miserable. And I got up onto the wing, and I said to the screw, I says, yeah, can you give me a jumper or something? I says, I'm fucking filthy. And he says, oh yeah, we're good to get you one out of lost and found. So they've gone and got me a jumper. And he says, yeah, put that on. So I've took my top off, and he like recoiled in shock. He says, fuck you now. He says, you need to get to the gym. He says, you need to get some food in you. But I couldn't eat now because I was detoxing, And he was that concerned. He told all the other screws, like, keep an eye on him. He's going to die. And there was like a running joke amongst the inmates. They'd say, oh, why did Paddy not go to the disco? Because he had no body to go with. And anyway, the next day they called me for dinner, and I was just detoxing. I'd not slept, and I just said, I don't want it. So I heard him tell the cleaner, say, go and get Paddy out of cells. He's come over, he says, come on, you get your dinner, mate. I says, oh, fuck you, I can't eat. So they're that concerned that they took me down to the doctors, to see the doctor down medical wing. And he put me on these like milkshakes, full of calories, what builds you up. And I remember I was laid in the bed, felt like I was dying, and I just pulled the covers over my head and laid on my back. And I kept hearing the screws running in and out of the cell. I thought, what's fucking going off here? And they're on radios. I thought there must be someone fighting or something, because that happens every day in prison. And he came in my cell, went out, and then he came in again, and I got fed up with it, and I pulled the thing down. I says, what are you doing? He went, fuck you know. And he got on his radio, he said, he's here. I says, what are you on about? He says, fucking, I thought, because I was so skinny, the bed looked like it was empty, it just looked like a sheet. He says, we thought you'd escaped. He says, fucking hell, you're like a fucking ruler in a pencil case. And I nearly got charged for escape for that, and I was just laying in my bed, but that's how skinny I was. That's how bad it gets on heroin. But anyway, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Press the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Bonjour.